know, and in my sport also, within the discipline of the sport, and when I get a chance to speak at corporate events, my sport involves some very specific things. We need to take risks in my sport. We need to leave your comfort zone and do things that are very challenging. You have to be innovative. You have to be creative in my sport. The things that I did in 1984 to win a gold medal on pommel horse, to score a perfect 10, that performance would not break 8 points now. You have to do things that are harder and more difficult. You have to adapt and change. We have a category that we used to have called virtuosity, where you have to not do something. You have to do it as good as it can be done. And you'll get extra points for perfecting something, doing it with virtuosity. And those three things we talk about.
You know, usually when people, they see, you know, the gold medal winner or some who achieve, they think they never faced a challenge, like ready to give up, you know, I can't do this. They think just kind of always, but did you have that chance time?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, it's never always going to go according to plan. You always have setbacks, disappointments, failures. Emotionally for me, when I was in college once, I came back from traveling quite a bit. I missed many of my classes due to competing for the United States, in Europe, and in Japan. And then I came back right before final exams. I was exhausted. And gymnastics, for the first time in my life, it wasn't fun anymore. And I really didn't know what to do. I was so concerned. But I stayed going. I kept going to the gym. And when my final exams were over, and that pressure of the school was off, then I realized that it was just a combination of these things, and gymnastics still was fun. And then I felt much better again. But I had a lot of pressure from that, and we have to learn to deal with those things. You can't just walk away.
That's right. So many people are confused. They're confused. Usually they give up. They kind of walk away. You think that's what it is. You know, Peter, how did you see yourself? Because I know today you give a speech and the corporate and environment and in a school, and there are many things. And how is Peter, if just in case you did not train, you did not do this sport, how you think you'll be turned out today? Oh, wow.
You know, that's so different. It's interesting because my success at the Olympic Games kind of helped me to get involved in the things that I do now. In school, I studied economics, and I was planning to go to graduate school. Probably done some sort of investment banking thing or something like that. And that's fine, because it does interest me. But I found out that I was able to keep my first love, which is gymnastics, and incorporate that into what I do as a vocation. And I get to cover gymnastics for CBS Sports. I get a chance to give lectures and speeches to corporations. And every time it's with gymnastics. I perform gymnastics when I speak.
And also you were sitting in the Bush administration.
Yes, I was in the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sport. And that's a volunteer position that allows us to go out there and try to get the message out that it's so important for us to stay physically active and physically fit.
You know what? Don't move, don't go anywhere, because we're going to come right back after this commercial. When we're coming back, you're going to see most incredible things performed by Peter. It's going to see right here in this studio. So don't go anywhere.
Now I have the chance to show you some of the basics of my sport, especially here on the pommel horse. Really, there's three basic swings on the pommel horse. First, I'll do a pendulum swing back and forth with my legs apart. Those are called scissors, and you'll see why. And then I'll do a circular swing with my legs together. Those are called double leg circles. Then I'll do kind of a combination of the first two swings, where I do a circular swing with my legs apart. We call those flares. That's the really exciting part of pommel horse, because most people, especially kids, think that flares look like breakdancing. So let me show you these first three swings. So here we go. Scissors, circles, and the flares. Now, of the three things I just showed you, the most important thing really is the second thing that I showed you, and that's the double leg circle with my legs together. We don't just do them here on the pommels. These are called the pommels. We do them all over the horse. So I'll show you kind of a variety of circles, where I do some circles, and I'll turn with the pommel in front of me. Then turn with the pommels behind my back. When the hand goes behind the back, that's more difficult because I can't really see where I'm placing the hand. So that's one of the ways the judges can tell how difficult some of the skills are. So do some of these turns back and forth with just the double leg circle. Okay. Now, I'm going to catch my breath. I always had trouble getting used to the altitude here in San Francisco. And I'll do a little routine for you. This is where we put all these things together. We talk about what gymnastics has to offer for a young athlete, for example. Flexibility, balance, strength, coordination, timing. they get on a pommel horse, they learn scissors and circles and flares, but eventually they got to put it all together and do a little performance or a routine, maybe in competition and maybe sometimes for a gold medal. So a little bit of pressure sometimes. So I'll try to do a routine for you and see if I still got it. So I'll do a little routine here.
Wow, that was just really incredible.
Oh, thank you.
Wow,
thank you.
You really deserve this.
Well, that's fun. It's fun. I was trying to get all of it in there in that short amount of time. So.
Wow, I tell you, you're just incredible.
Well,
that was really beautiful.
Thank you very much.
It's very powerful. And you really believe in this risk, originality, and virtuosity, right?
Yes. That's an old judging category of our sport. I was evaluated under those rules. They've changed since then. But when I competed, the judges wanted you to take chances. They wanted you to do things that were innovative and creative. They wanted to foster creativity in the sport. And then they wanted you to try to perfect the things that you did. And so they had a special category called ROV, risk, originality, and virtuosity. And that's turned out to be an interesting topic for a speech, for example, to a corporation.
Yes.
So it's really been fun for me.
I think it's because most people, they're afraid to take a chance and afraid to take really the new beginning, you know what I mean? They want to always say, okay, let me see, it's a safe, you know?
Right.
As people started to say, prove to me, then I believe, then I do it, you know? But I'm saying that you have to really, I say it, believe in first, then be improved.
Right, right. Yes. And when we talk about taking risks, especially in a sport like gymnastics, we don't mean being foolish. Of course not.
Yes.
I mean knowing what your abilities are and then seeing how far you can take those abilities. And I mean, you're a business owner, of course. Originality, innovation, creativity. If you don't adapt, if you don't change right away, then you find it is too late.
Well, that's what I say. Be an original, don't be a copy.
Yeah,
you know?
That's right.
And why not me? He can do it, she can do it, why not me? You know, I really believe in that one. This is really great. You, since 1984, are you still practicing?
Yeah, I still practice quite a bit. I've been racing bicycles, not because I'm any good at it, but I enjoy it. And so that's what keeps me busy now. I rode 40 miles this morning before coming up here for the show, so that was fun. But I also work out with gymnastics. My sons are doing gymnastics, so I go to the gym.
And you have 5 children.
I do, yes. 5. So it's a lot of kids, but it's fun. It's a fun, exciting house. It's great to see my children grow and develop in all different ways. They're all so different.